Okay, let's assume you've got a bin in your project and you want the labels of everything in this bin to always be a particular color. So let's say in your auto reframed sequences bin, you always want to have a particular color consistently. So in automation blocks, let me just resize this here. We go on new to create a new empty script. And then I go to the script editor to actually create my script. Let me create here a bit more space. And we want to work with project items. So we go to the project items section here and use it for each block. This green block loops over all items in your project, and you can say which ones exactly. We only want to process the ones in auto reframed sequences. So we make sure this is selected and click here on refresh. And now this is inserted here. So now it processes all items in the bin and subbins of auto reframed sequences. If you don't want to process subbins, you can also just say in that bin. This would exclude this entry here, for example, and only process these items. But we want to process all of them. We want to really process all of those items, not the selected ones. And you can also filter this by type. So let's say you only want to color footage items, then you could uncheck everything else here. But we want to give the label color to all of those. So what do you want to do with all items in this particular bin? Whatever you want to do with them, you can put it inside here. We want to set an attribute of these project items, namely their label color. So we go here to project items again and look for the attributes. You can get attributes and set them. We want to set the label color. So we drag this in here. Set attribute color label. You can see there are tons of other things you could set here of project items. But we want to set the color label. Let's say they should all become lavender. And now you must say which project item. For which project item do you want to set this? If I would just select this item and click here on refresh, it would insert here the path to exactly this item. So in this bin and this sub bin, this item, this is the path you can see here. And this means it would iterate over all items in this bin, and then for each of them it would set the label color to lavender of this item and not of the items we are looping over. So there's one little tiny thing we need to fix, and this here says for each item as my item we do something. And this means that there's a variable my item that you can find here. There's a little technical detail and we can just put it here. So this means I loop over all these items. I give them this name my item, and here you say of exactly these items that I'm looping over, that I'm processing. I want to do something with them, namely set their label color to lavender. Let's see if this is working. I run the script and you can see all items in this bin auto reframed sequences have now the color lavender. If I change this here to mango and run the tool again, they are all mango. So I can save this now as update labels of auto reframed folder. And now this means I have it here in my user library. I've got here update labels of auto reframed folder, and next time I change something in this folder, I just select this tool and run it, and I'm sure that everything is updated instantly. So I can move this here inside the folder, for example. Now the color is wrong. I just run my tool and it updates instantly. So this is how easily you can organize your labels with automation blocks.